Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my NHL 20 franchise mode here in the state of hockey. In the previous episode, we went through the re-sign and free agency phase. Do you know what? We got a bit accomplished. We got a few depth players. We talked a lot about current events in the world. I'm not going to even bother to talk about that this very second because I'm recording this episode directly after the last episode, so I'm sorry if you commented about something that I said or I did. Sorry, I can't get to that this very second. I have to pre-record a few episodes because I'm busy this weekend. So I just want to make sure, letting all of you know that, okay? Just to start out positively, thank you guys for so much support. 300 subscribers. I know I said it in the last episode, but my God, I said 400 around January 1st. I said, okay, 400 subscribers by the end of 2020, and I didn't know how consistent I was going to stay. At this pace, we could hit a really awesome number this year, and especially with NHL 21 coming very, very quickly, you never know, okay? It's going to be fun, and I'm not sure what the future holds. Maybe an MLB series, maybe the podcast, maybe some hockey analysis, since there's no hockey on right now. That's going to be kind of hard. A lot of stuff in the works, but that's all because of you guys and you driving my love of making videos. You are the reason I come back day to day to make this for guys and gals like you. Okay, and I'm not even going to spend time talking about current events. I'm just going to jump right into this because you need positivity. You want to talk about the most positive thing right now? This franchise mode. And this team. Heading into the 2024-2025 regular season, coming off of a Game 6 loss in the Stanley Cup Finals. How do the Minnesota Wild feel? You know, the GM's like, oh, okay, the players are rough, okay, maybe next year. No, this year. This year. You come off of 61 wins, you lose in the finals. You know what? Usually the best team in the regular season don't win the Stanley Cup. But I made moves. I made moves to make this team better. I went in depth on all of them in the last episode. We basically just talked the entire episode. It was kind of just if you want to skip it, you can kind of episode. I don't blame you at all. But we got a lot done in the offseason. We got people traded away. We got young guys. We reunited the Jack and Quinn Hughes. Why didn't I just say the Hughes brothers? Jack and Quinn Hughes are reunited, playing on the Minnesota Wild. Two guys that are going to spend their careers together, and that is what I plan on doing because the Vancouver Canucks had the Sedins. We have the Hughes brothers. Now, there is one other Hughes brother in the NHL. His name is Luke Hughes. I have no idea where he was drafted to. Maybe, if we have the chance to get him, we will do it. The Triple Hughes. Triple H, huh? H. Oh, you see what I did there? Brother. Okay. So, I didn't even spend so long making this lineup because it kind of works this year. Everything fits nice and tight and compact. Last year, I had to make so many decisions, move Raymond to center, trade a few guys. It was rough. It was a rough time to get our team together last year. This year, it kind of just makes itself. And let's jump right into that. I'll explain some decisions. There's nothing super controversial in this episode so far. The first line, Alexei Petrangelov, who he went up to a high franchise player, 21 years of age. He's on an 8-year contract at $7.1 million. It's a steal. He could easily be making $17 million. Okay? Anthony Francis, 2 years running at the Art Ross. 2 straight Hart trophies. He is a machine, and I don't have him on as many lines this year because we have Jack Hughes and I want him to succeed, I want it more balanced. And I think Anthony Francis could do even better if it was more balanced, better scoring throughout the lineup. We're not going to solely rely on him. And then we have the captain, the Russian phenom, 27 years of age, Kirill Kaprizov, the captain. He is the man. He had a fantastic postseason last year. He's the guy. Okay, it's hard to beat 73 goals in your rookie campaign. Last year was the first year he didn't hit 40. But this guy's going to be a perennial 30-goal scorer, and he's going to be a leader on this team. He went out in the postseason last year, scored 14 in 22 games. 2-game winners. 6 power play points. You can judge that all you want. It doesn't matter. We lost. At the end of the day, we lost. That's all that counts. You don't take home the biggest trophy of all. It doesn't count. But he is the man. He's the man going forward. That first line is undeniable. They are one of the best lines in the NHL, if not the best. And this line, as I said before, this roster kind of constructed itself. Moving Pastrnak was the biggest move I made, excluding the Lucas Raymond trade to Detroit. Cal Newmanen. I'm going to start off with Cal Newmanen. We'll talk about Jack Hughes and Hoglander, but Cal Newmanen was the guy. We left him out his rookie season. We didn't play him at all. He played an extra year with the Guelph Storm. 100 points in 62 games. Comes into his rookie season. He's like an 84 overall, 83 overall, playing on that third line, who was solid all year long. 31 goals in his rookie campaign. I'm hoping, playing next to a playmaker in Jack Hughes and Hoglander, that they can build some chemistry, because I want this top 6 to be set, because I know in the previous 2-3 years we haven't had the best second line. It's been, put that guy here, Malkin, Borgstrom, Kunin. I want Jack Hughes to be that guy. But trading Pastrnak, getting Jack Hughes, that fills out the second line center. Cal Newmanen was already going to fill in for Pastrnak. I just didn't want to keep Cal Newmanen on the third line this year because, as you can see, we're so stacked. I don't know where he would have fit. He wasn't going to kick out Kaprizov. He probably wasn't going to kick out Hoglander. So I think he works there. Then you have... we're not even going to talk about Jack Hughes. I'm going to talk about Nils Hoglander first. 23 years of age. He was the 40th pick in the 2019 NHL draft. Jack Hughes was the first-round draft pick. First overall draft pick, actually. I still really like Nils Hoglander. He had his best offensive productive season last year, even though he scored the same amount he did last year. He was better defensively. He had more points in less... He had the same amount of points in less games, so he's missed 2... He's, 82, 80, and 78. I couldn't word that very well because I'm not great at English, and it is very, very late when I'm recording. But hopefully it's his breakout season. I know 65 points is where I said I want his cap, or his minimum. He needs to hit 65 every year. He can't be a 50-point guy on that second line. When you're playing with Jack Hughes. When this guy was drafted, it was hype. Everybody was hyped. New Jersey lucked into that pick. He's not having the best rookie season IRL, and you can say whatever you want about that. First overall pick has to perform. And a guy named Joe Thornton didn't become a superstar until way later. He wasn't best in his rookie season. He wasn't great until a little ways down the road. Okay, Jack Hughes. He is full of potential. He is potential personified. He is the guy for New Jersey. Heading into the future, losing Taylor Hall, having Nico Hischier at the side, Jack Hughes is the guy that you build around. He's only talent. And the plays that he makes that I see on Twitter, he is going to be a great NHL player. I don't think he's a bust. He might be having a bad season. New Jersey is just a crapshoot. That's what they are right now. But Blake Coleman had a good season. Taylor Hall was doing pretty good. Sometimes it doesn't work, and that's why we brought him over to New Jersey, over to Minnesota. from New Jersey. Okay, I really, really like Jack Hughes. I think he's going to be a great NHL player, but he's going to be even better here in Minnesota. You can see his regular season stats with New Jersey. Oh, why did you go out and pick a guy like that? New Jersey, as you can see, at their best, 82 games he played, 28 goals, 50 assists, 78 points, plus 14. So we know he can be defensively reliable. He just needs to be around good players because New Jersey is not the best team. He's coming over here. He is centering that second line. He's getting plenty of power play time. He is the man. He's the man going forward. We need him to be that guy. Third line, you got Louis Langweeder, 19 years of age, coming off of his rookie season with 37 points. I'm expecting around half a point per game a season for him. Good, defensively reliable player. He had 7 game-winning goals as a rookie. That has to be up at the most all-time, right? You got Lou Kunin, 85 overall. He did dip off a bit from last season, but his postseason is what saved him. Okay, I was debating maybe Borgstrom. Maybe we go with the new guy. Maybe Beckman. Beckman is in the lineup, but having 19 points in 22 games, playing on the third line in the postseason, one shorty, plus 12, he proved himself. That is the reason we kept him along, even at his cap. Right now, we need a guy like that on this team. And then we have a rookie. I think he's the only rookie in this lineup at this very moment. Chris Griffin, son of Peter Griffin from Family Guy, 21 years of age, top 6 potential. We drafted him in the 3rd round in 2021. He was 82 overall last year. He had 89 points in 76 games in Iowa. It's time for him to make the NHL lineup. He has a great shooting category. He's got great puck skills. He's good offensively. Probably not the best defensively, but I think being around a guy like Kunin and Langweeder, they counteract his poor defensive attributes. And I think Chris Griffin could be really solid for us in the future. I'm not sure where he fits because he's going to grow to be a top 6 player very, very soon. I'm not sure where he fits, but for right now, third line works for me. Fourth line, they might be playing way under where they should be. Jason Zucker was really good on the fourth line. He didn't get upset very much. He was really, really solid for us all season last year. 26 points plus 8. That's where I want him at. Even 15 points, We know he's a good player. We brought him back to Minnesota after trading him away. I really like him as a player. We got Ryan Hartman, who we signed to $2 million for 1 year. He's not worth that, but I wanted him on this roster because he was solid for us last year. And Adam Beckman, getting his redemption. He played in Iowa last year, 55 points. He played in Minnesota the year before, minus 16 in 80 games, 13 points, which is not the best. I think that season we had a lot of problems. Defensively, we were not great. Goaltending, bleh. All around, we were not the best that season. This season, he's 84 overall. He needs to be here in the NHL. Fourth line, you can debate that, but he's playing special teams, okay? I think he's going to work out here. I'm not sure where he falls in the future in this lineup, but for right now, he's making the NHL. Defense is always going to be the best thing about this lineup. You do see that our 6th overall pick from last year is not in the lineup, and that's just because I'm waiting. Maurice Potvin, who was our 6th overall pick, if you can't remember, he played in the QMJHL. We sent him down. He's going to be playing there in Canada, in Quebec, to be more specific. I think he's going to be a great replacement for Matt Dumba, but right now Matt Dumba is still great, and Maurice Potvin doesn't totally fit into this lineup right now when we have Thomas Hickey and Kylington, who are going to be great there on that third pairing. You got Eminem and Matt Dumba. I am switching up this season. Brant Clark actually moving up to that top pairing. I'm not sure how they're both going to produce because they were both really good offensively. I think their overall points will go down, but I think overall they'll be better players. Matt Dumba, obviously, solid NHLer. I'm expecting around what he had last year. 45 points is the minimum. I need to see him at that, or makes a case for moving him away and bringing Maurice Potvin in the lineup. You never know. I mean, Eminem, what do you say? He's the alternate captain on this team. 53 points last year, his second best NHL season. I'm expecting 50 points. Lowest, 40 points. That's what I'll say. I think he's going to be really, really solid for us. Plus 55 last year. Dude is a machine. Our first ever pick as a general manager here in Minnesota. And I love that first pairing. You got Quinn Hughes, the reigning Norris Trophy winner. I think the runner-up was his current partner in Brandt Clarke. That pairing, mwah, gorgeous. Brandt Clarke is going to be better than Quinn Hughes in about a year or two, maybe even this year. You never know. We won't know until we know, okay? That was stupid. I really, really like this defensive squad. It's been good since year 1 or 2, where we got everything together. It's been really, really solid, and it needs to continue upwards. So let's talk about special teams. Special teams is a little more different this year. Obviously, you have that +5 on the top power play unit. Pietrangelo, Anthony Francis, Kirill Kaprizov, Mironov, and Quinn Hughes. They're going to be dynamite all season long. +5 easily now. Years previous, we've put Anthony Francis and Kirill Kaprizov on both special team units. But I think we're so talented now, it'd be unfair to Kel Newmanen and Jack Hughes and Nils Hoglander. I think we need to continue with them. But Anthony Francis, making his way into the second power play unit. I want him to clap some bombs from the point with Brandt Clarke. They should be pretty solid together. I think I'll reverse them, actually, yeah. Yeah, it works for me. That's a great power play unit. Those are great power play units. Maybe the best one in the NHL. You got a 4-man. You got Anthony Francis, Pietrangelo, Matt Dumba, Quinn Hughes. They should be automatic. Jack Hughes, Kirill Kaprizov, Brandt Clarke, and Mironov. It's a great power play unit. It writes itself, okay? Penalty kill, Luukkonen, Beckman, Jason Zucker, Anthony Francis getting some more time. Maybe he'll score a few shorthanded goals. How many did he score? Any shorties last year? He scored 2 shorties last year. Absolutely. He had 6 shorthanded points. Oh, he's a god, and I love him. His ice time is going to go down. It'll probably drop down about 20 minutes, but I'm expecting bigger things from him this year, okay? Hickey, Mironov, Quinn Hughes, and Brandt Clarke, it's automatic, okay? Penalty kill, they are at zeros on the line chemistry, but overall they should be pretty solid, okay? Let's go to the extra lines. You got Anthony Francis, Kirill Kaprizov. What is there more to say? Jack Hughes, mamma mia. I would love to get them together, but it doesn't work quite. Yeah, I mean, I could go with something like this. I could go, yeah, I'll get them on the line together. That works for me. 4-man, extra 4-man. You got Adam Beckman and Pietrangelo, Kylington and Shillington. I'm honestly not too sure. I think it's Shillington and Hickey. 3-on-3. You got it. Oh, it's just French chef kiss. Almost said French kiss. Whoops, no. Chef kiss. Thank you. That was very, very hard. It's just automatic. This team is automatic. Anthony Francis, Kirill Kaprizov as the extra attacker. Shootout is looking deadly. Now let's talk about the goaltending. Goaltending is it's now our biggest asset, as in how many assets we have. We have so many medium elite goaltenders. We have 2 high elite goaltenders in our franchise. And obviously, the man leading us forward is Jaden Weeman. Last year was his rookie season with Minnesota. Not the best stats. 29 wins, though. Overall, he was better than Ben Bishop. Ben Bishop is taking a backup role this year at $5 million. It's his last payday. He's probably going to retire. If not, we're going to let him go, because we have a lot of goalies butting for a position in the NHL right now. Jaden Weeman is the guy. Our scratch players this season are Ryan Fitzgerald and Joe Hicketts. I'm going to run quickly through the AHL. There are a few notable guys. You got Habby Bulin, you got Duar, who are getting plenty of time. I don't see a position for Duar. He might be a good trade asset. You got Gruy, who we got from Detroit. I think he's pretty solid. He might turn out to be a solid NHLer for us. I'm not super sure, but he's getting plenty of ice time. The other noticeable guy here is Michael Thallenberger, who we drafted 6th round, 156 overall in 2023. He's getting some ice time there on the 4th line. Defense, is there anybody noticeable here? I mean, you got Lejunin, who's a top 6, 71 overall guy. He'll probably float around 76 overall most of his career. I'm not even going to go through the special teams. It's very similar to what the top 6 is anyways. Goaltenders, you got Gustavs, Vesinoyov, and you got Christian Rensfeldt. Okay, there is a controversy because you got Hunter Jones, you got Ulanov, who I do want to get ice time too, but I'm debating, like, do we cut Rensfeldt? But I really want to see how quickly Rensfeldt progresses. There's a lot to play with in the AHL, okay? There's a lot of decisions to be made there, but I think right now our rosters are set. Obviously, you have your captains, you have Kirill Kaprizov, your alternates are Eminem and Anthony Francis. Okay, that seems to be settled, and I will go to view contracts because I want to say there's a handful up this year. Obviously, the big man, Anthony Francis, I want to see if we can steal him. Oh, he's going to ask for like $16 million. Over 8 years, he wants... okay, we're doing this contract right now. We're doing it. 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 We're doing it right this very second. 12.675. Don't die on me phone right now, please. 10 over 8 years. We gotta get this man to a contract right now until he has a breakout season. I mean, he had 120 points last year. 10.8 over 8 years. He is 100. He's worth the moon and the stars. The other big man here is the guy that we just acquired in Jack Hughes. How much does he want? 13 mil over 8 years, which will demand more than actually Anthony Francis. Times 0.85. That'll get him 11. That'll bring us to... okay, that won't leave us a lot of room. So how about we go down to... 5 years. We'll bring him up till he's... I want to bring him up till his last RFA year is in 2 years. I will do a 2-year extension. 2-year extension works for me. So 7.3 times 0.85 equals 6.2. I still want to have him as an asset, so we don't have to make sure we sign him to this team before we go to free agency, just in case we need to finagle our way into getting him back. So 2-year contract at 6.2, obviously worth that kind of money. Any other guys coming up? You got Beckman, Zucker, but those guys can definitely wait. I mean, you got Weeman is also this year. How much does he want for 8 years? Okay, hey, you know what? Weeman over 8.725 times 0.85 equals 7.4. As a goaltender, he's only going to get better. I think he's going to be worth a whole lot more than that very, very soon. Hopefully, he signs that contract and makes it a little bit easier for us. If all those guys signed, which is very similar to last year, we had all our big RFAs locked down. There aren't a lot more that I can recall that are coming up. Okay, let's simulate to the first game of the season. I don't feel like simulating the first game of the season. Anthony Francis has signed the contract. Definitely helps that we won the Presidents last year. First round pick for Donskoy. No, thank you. Everybody else going to sign. Jack Hughes has signed the contract. 2 years. Liked the contract duration. Hell yes. And Weeman also signs. Hell yes. And also remember, we have Detroit's first round draft pick this year. I'm not sure if they're going to be a dumpster fire, but Detroit usually tends to be a dumpster fire. So we will continue to check in on that. We're doing pretty well in preseason, but you know, it doesn't really matter. We are cap compliant. We have like $10 million in cap space if we need to make a trade deadline move. But if we're good and we're solid, I don't see in messing this team up. And I have a strange feeling we're going to be weird off the gate. We're not going to blend as well, but I'm hoping this team blends well. I'm asking for a lot right out of the gate, as there are a lot of new faces in this lineup. Let's get it done. We're going to go through the entire month of October and see where we land. Nashville to start the season. 6-4 victory, I'll take it. 2 straight Central teams, and we beat them both a shutout. Hell yes. New Jersey Devils have fired their... Oh, New Jersey. Is it Lucas Raymond's fault? Probably. have fired their head coach like a few games into the season. My God, New Jersey, you're off to a rough start. Vancouver, 4-3 loss, our first loss of the season. Come on, let's get a victory. 8-2 win over St. Louis. 2 straight there, 4-1-0. Buffalo. 3-1 regulation loss, 4-2-0. Let's view the draft class. Anything interesting this season? First overall projected pick is Matthew Picard. What a name. Then you got Kevin Simmons. You got Ralph Kemp. You got Korobov. You got Bissonnette. You got Nermanin. A few guys here. Nothing that just jumps out. Oh, we got a goalie. We got a goalie that we're going to have to pin because he's going to be good. I can already tell. We have another goalie, and we got Waters. Okay. Let's jump back with a victory here against Montreal. Come on. There we go. We beat an East team finally. And lose to Nashville. Sucks. Okay, Pittsburgh. Luke Kunin wants to talk to me. Luke Kunin, man, you're playing 14 minutes a night, which is pretty high considering you're on the third line. Ah, dude, don't be playing these games with me. I'll trade you away. Don't even tempt me. Pittsburgh. 4-3 victory. I'll take it. St. Louis and a regulation loss. Not a lot of... Ugh. We've been iffy this month. We have been iffy. We're sitting in a wild card position. Same with Detroit. Yeah, we have not been great out the gate. We have not. Okay, let's talk about this. Is there anything that I can change? Yeah, when Francis has 8 points in 10 games, it's not I do not like that. Newman's been good, Langweeder's been good, Hoglander, Hughes has been solid, Petrangelov, Kunin, Griffin, Zucker, Harmon, nobody is super disappointing so far. Nobody's disappointing. It's probably goaltending. I'm assuming it's goaltending. Defense. Miranov's been great. Hughes has been pretty solid. Same with Brant Clark. Not the best defense. I 100% can guarantee that goaltending is a factor in this. Hickey has been solid. Kylington is a minus, but he's been okay. Dumba has not been the best. Okay, Miranov is definitely a standout. Absolute beauty. Gotta love him. Goaltending, I'm scared. Oh my God, Weeman! Weeman! I mean, Ben Bishop has been terrible as well. Honestly, do I roll with Weeman? Do I just go with Weeman? Because we have been iffy. Iffy. I'm not even going to check the entire league stats because it's 1 month. It's 1 month. You know, you never know. Because last year I simulated 2 months and then checked because everything was a lot different than the first month. Power play is great. Penalty kill, 82%. That's probably around league average. Or top of the league. I mean... Let's go another month. Let's see if we're still staggering. If the offense is still iffy, we'll then consider doing something about that. But we're only 10 games in the season. Plenty of time to continue at a good, strong pace. Starting the month off against Arizona, let's go to the 1st of December. Here we go. Detroit for Boquist. A third and a third. No, thank you. I want to hold on to the pick just in case. Arizona 5-2 victory. Colorado. Come on, beat some West teams. I'll take it. Philadelphia. We lose. We're not beating East teams this year. I don't know what it is. We're losing constantly. Like, we're win 2, lose 1. Like, you need to win few in a row here. Beating West teams. Come on. St. Louis. Beat them in OT again. Arizona. Regulation loss. When we're losing, we're getting our butts kicked, which sucks. Okay, 2 in a row. Make it 3. Hell yes. Dallas, 2 in a row against Dallas. Hell yes. Nashville. William Bitton has been hurt. Replace him in Iowa. Nashville, 6-4 victory. Luke Kunin wants to talk to me again. Dude! Persuade. Don't get mad at me, boy. Don't get mad. Hey! I swear to God, Luke. I'll beat you. You're an 86 overall. You get it together. He's been pretty solid, if we're being honest here. I honestly really like his play so far. 2 games to end the month here. Toronto and Winnipeg. Let's end on a high note. Not against Toronto. 6-3 loss. Jesus. Winnipeg with the victory. So we're letting in a lot of goals. I can tell that right away that our goaltending has been bad. Anthony Francis is up to 30 points. We're 3rd in our division. 2 shy of 2nd place. How is Detroit? Detroit is currently in a wild card spot. So maybe they drop out and we luck in with the lottery pick this year. You never really know. So I'm going to check the stats. We are currently 24 games into the season. Newman has 20 goals. The hell, Newman? The hell? Or I can already tell our offense is more consistent than years past. Francis, not the most points this year. 30 points in 24 games is really solid. He's only going to get better. Hoglander, 26 points his breakout season. That second line has been good. Cale Newman. What did I say? What did I say? Eat your words. Eat your heart out. 20 goals. I mean, he's already on pace for something freaking crazy this year. I hope he hits it. I'm assuming a lot of those assists for Hoglander come off of Newman, but it works both ways, right? It takes two to tango. Kirill Kaprizov, not shooting the puck as much this year. He has 92 shots. He's just not scoring as much. 24 points. Jack Hughes, 22 points. And I don't expect him to be a point-per-game player. He's almost there. But geez, we have 4 players at point per game. Almost 5. They've all been really, really solid. Jack Hughes has been pretty good. I'm glad he's having a good season here in Minnesota. Langweeder was 17. He's on pace for a really good season. Hell yes. I love that. I love that. And Alexei Petrangelov. 10 goals is not bad. On pace for maybe 40. Maybe he'll hit it. I think he'll hit it. I don't think he's ever scored less than 40. He's never scored less than 40. Hopefully he hits it. He's been weird. 16 points in 24 games. It's not bad. But he needs to be more consistent. Just like years past, he's been really, really good. He had 86 last year, 103, 76 in his rookie season. I expect him to be a point-per-game player every year. So step it up. Luke Kunin, 13 points in 24 games. If he's a half point per game all season, if he hits 41 points in 82 games, I'm happy with that production on the fourth line. At an 86 overall, hell yes. A rookie in Chris Griffin, 12 points through 24 games. He's a half point per game. I like that. Jason Zucker at 7. I expect him around there. Ryan Hartman on the fourth line. He's a -2, but he hasn't even been that bad. Adam Beckman, 4 points. On the fourth line, he's not bad defensively, though. He's being consistent, and that's what we need in this lineup. Defense, has it gotten better? Has it gotten worse? Marcus Mironov, is he contending for a Norris? I want to say he is, because he's an absolute beauty. M&M, first pick we made in our franchise as a general manager. Quinn Hughes, 22 points, maybe a Norris, you never know. Brant Clark, 20 points, so our top 3 defensemen are all close to point per game. Does that happen on any team ever? Sorry, I had to have some water there, but I'm not cutting it out. They've been good, and I love that very, very much. Not much more I can ask out of them. Matthew Dumba, 13 points. Yeah, I expect him around there. He's our best plus-minus. That is huge. Our third pairing has been bad. Our third pairing has been iffy. Oliver Shillington, I think. Thomas Hickey, 4 points, -4. They have been bad. Hickey is taking a lot of penalty minutes. Maybe we substitute a Hickinson just to even things out. They've been not good. Maybe that's up to goaltending. Weeman, 11-5-0, 1 shutout, 896. That's not good enough. Ben Bishop, 6-3-0. That's pretty solid as a backup. They have not been good enough. They are letting in too many goals. Very similar to playoffs. We would win consistently in the playoffs, but we would let in so many goals. At least 4 goals a game. I can't succeed with that kind of goaltending. You know that. That's what's cost us in the finals last year. Jin Ron for the Chicago Blackhawks has the most wins. Best goaltender right now, I would say, is Sergei Bobrovsky with 914, 280 goals against. As you can see, the goals against are probably skyrocketing in the NHL this year because at least the last few years you've had guys that have stood out with like a 920. That sort of thing. Oh, you got Capo Kakinen. Sick. Love that for Vegas. Okay. Rookie skaters. Who's leading in that way? Luis Zanata, who was a first-round draft pick in that huge franchise draft in 2023. 23 points. He's having a good season. He's actually from Brazil, which is, I thought was a really cool idea. You got Jamie Gallivan, you got Zachary Lindsay, you got Slavkovsky, you got Chad Chadson, you got Chris Griffin, Maxime Kajakovic, you got Tyler Chokington. Few big names there, okay? Defense, the most defensive points come from Adam Boquist. I would say he's the leading Norris candidate right now. But it's a long season. We're a quarter of the way through the season. We got a long season. You got this Mateusz Jogren, who is just a stud offensively. He's going to be so good. There's a lot of guys that I put in the draft. I know it might be overkill, but damn, oh damn. Ooh, it makes offense so good. And who's leading in the Art Ross situation right now? Chicago's having a damn good season. We ran through them in the playoffs last year. We had a hard. Did we sweep them? No, we didn't sweep anybody in the playoffs. Did we? No. Maybe? I can't really recall. 29 goals. Jesus, for Gustav Slychuk. Okay. It's a lot of season left. Not even a quarter of the way through the season. 38 points. You know Chicago is automatic right now. I get that, but Newman's up there. I mean, he's 9 goals away. And Jeffrey Woodworth, absolute beauty. Oh, I gotta love Jeffrey. I love him to death. Oh, I miss him so much. Wait, how many goals does... Wait. Francis has 15 goals. He can still compete for it. He can still compete for the Art Ross. If we're a President's Trophy team and he still doesn't win the Art Ross, if he's a few points out of it, then he's probably win the MVP. Okay, so did I even check the goals? What? Oh, I did check the goals. Yeah. Newman in second in the league. As in his sophomore season, you usually see a slump in a sophomore season, but that is not happening. We're only 37-ish minutes into this episode. So you know what? We're going to go one more month. We're going to go one more month. If we're struggling, I'm going to cut it just so we can fix whatever that is. But let's go to the end of the month, see where we're at, check the stats real quick, and end this one. Okay, why can't I say that? San Jose, we start off with regulation loss. That's not good. Anaheim, can we pick up the pace here with a win? Hell yes. Victor Jedsel has been hurt in Iowa. Head coach replaced the player. Come on, pick up the pace here. Regulation win, 8-3 stomping over the Predators. 4-1 victory. Hell yes. Boston. There we go. Victor Jedsel is good in the Iowa. Okay. Winnipeg, come on. Beat the Pegs. Pegs? That's not a nickname. 5-3 regulation loss, but we pick up a good win against Vancouver. Anaheim, 4-3 shootout loss, our first extra time point this year. Stelio Matthews. Wow, what a name. 80 overall at 25 years of age? Jesus, why wouldn't I pick that up? Why is this guy being waived? Claim. I'm going to claim that. Hell yeah, welcome to the club, bud. 5-4 victory over the Vegas Golden Knights. Make that hell yes. Tampa Bay, let's start off the month right. 5-1 loss. Every time I say that, we lose. Islanders, can we pick up a win? No! Oh, Petrangelov is hurt until the 8th. Head coach replaced the player, and then we'll deal with it. 2-1 victory. Let's sim this game here against Columbus. 7-2 victory. 26-10-1 after 37 games. We're about halfway through the season. Francis has skyrocketed in goals. Oh my god, he had 11 goals in 1 month. Jesus, and at 49 points. Apparently, he's really, really good. Okay, we're good. We are very, very good. We've been good. We've been simulating good. Are we going to make a trade at the deadline? I'm not too sure. I mean, Francis caught up for most goals on the team. Newman had 5 goals that month, which is pretty solid. But the way he started out, Francis had no shot. Now he's at 26 goals, and he's like, hi, everybody. Like, he's a beauty. You can't stop the man. Is he on pace for his best season yet? No. Will he hit 120? I'm not sure. If we have a good run down the stretch, potentially. Maybe he'll hit 60 goals. You don't know that yet. Numanen has been great. Kaprasov has been really good. A few guys dip below a point per game, but I'm not upset because we're winning games very, very consistently. Numanen has 7-game winners. How many did he have last year? I know we had a lot of game winners from rookies. He had 4 last year. God diggity damn, he's been good. Kaprasov, the captain. Ooh. Beauty. Jack Hughes, having a great season here in Minnesota. He's going to be consistent for us. If he's at 75 points a game, not a game, Jesus, could you imagine? Wayne Gretzky in his prime. If he's at 75 points per season, that's where I want him at. If he can be point per game, I'll be ecstatic, especially with his teammates in Hoglander doing really solid here. And Numanen, I forgot about Numanen. I'm like, where's Pasternak? I'm like, oh, wait. They're good. The second line has been way more consistent than it has ever been. Okay, Hoglander's been really good. Pietrangelo got hurt, but he stepped it up there, 25 points. I need him to be better, though. I'm not sure what it is this season. He's definitely not on pace. He had 1 goal that entire month. Now the debate is, do we move Pietrangelo down to the second line, or because since we're playing so well, why would we even mess with that? He might even have a down year this year. He might. He might have his worst season yet, but we're winning games. And he's not even playing that bad. Okay, Lingweeder, who 24 points. He's on pace for his best season yet. He's going to absolutely hit that if he continues at that pace. He has 16 goals. He had 7-game winners last year. This is like a Brendan Gallagher sort of guy. He's going to mess with you, even though he's like 6'5". He is... I don't think he'll ever crack the top 6, maybe if we get cap issues, but I really, really like Langweeder. You got Luke Kunin, who's been good. Half a point per game. Hell yes. Chris Griffin, 17 points, around half a point per game. Hell yes. Jason Zucker, 12. Hartman, 11. Beckman, 8. Fitzgerald came in for 1 game, was a -2. Sucks. Defense. Has it gotten any better? Has it gotten any worse? It's gotten better. Yeah. I mean, Clark did dip down in points, but he's on pace for around his maybe 70-point totals that he had last year. Not the best plus-minus this year. I think goaltending has hurt us. Hurt us a lot, but we're winning games. We are winning games consistently, which is very, very important. I don't want us to slump into the playoffs because that never helps. If we're good, I want us to be good consistently, and I want everybody to pitch in. Quinn Hughes, Mironov, absolute beauties. Brant Clark, Matt Dumba, 6 points that month, plus 14. He's been really solid. Even the third pairing got better. Hickey and Kylington, I'm glad I didn't split them up. They evened things out. They've been really, really solid. Okay, goaltending. Weeman did get better. Bishop, I kind of just want to roll Weeman because Bishop has been, like, terrible. Like, the worst goaltender. Like, why can't we just get consistent goaltending in this game ever? Weeman, 17 wins, 7 losses, 1 OT loss, 1 shutout, 902. Okay, let's check the entire league stats to end this episode and go from there. Okay, Ron is leading the league. I would say it's UC Saros right now, just because he has the best goals against in the top here and the best save percentage. He's having a good season there in Toronto. Oh, right! UC Saros is the guy that we traded away. That's hilarious. That's hilarious, game. That's so stupid. Come on, EA. I have an 87 overall goaltender. He should be able to put up a 9-10 at least. Please. This game. But I play it every day. Louis Zanata is actually leading points by rookies still. Not the most points by a rookie ever, but he's having a good season. Same with Gallivan, same with Tyler Chokington. Let's check defense. Who's leading in that category? I would say, if we're going to give it to a guy, it's still Adam Boquist, just because of his plus-minus alone. Chicago's having a fantastic year. Jogren is leading in points, but you could give it to a bunch of guys here. I mean, Quinn Hughes, maybe you throw his name into the hat there. There's a lot of guys. I'm so glad we have Mironov and Quinn Hughes on this team. I'm so blessed. Okay, all skaters. Zinnik Corvo, sophomore season, 17th overall pick in 2023. is leading the way. 51 points in 49 games. But a guy who is coming in clutch, he's played 4 less games, 5 in some cases. He is probably going to come for that trophy again. Oh, I love this man so much. He's 10 away from Slychuk because I believe Slychuk's leading in the points or the goals category. Yeah, he's 10 behind, but we have a long season ahead. Okay, assists, who is it right now? Dylan Strome. Him and Slychuk are tearing this league apart. A lot of guys tied here for 51 points. But Anthony Francis is a man on a mission coming for that 3rd straight Art Ross trophy. Ooh, be scared. Be scared, NHL. This man is on a mission. On an absolute mission. We're actually 3rd in our division, considering how well we've been so far. That's quite strange. But we have played so many less games than a lot of these teams, right? So you could say we're 2nd in our division. Blackhawks are having a phenomenal season. It's going to be hard to catch them. Maybe down the stretch we will. But right now, it stands that they are 1st in the NHL. We're up there. We're having a good season. Okay, 7-2-1 in our last 10. We have been good. We can be better. We have half the season remaining. Over half. Because I'm terrible at math. Okay? Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this one, please leave a like, leave a comment, share with people who you think may enjoy this sort of thing. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.